This is Angel Metro, and you are watching BJ and DG right now.
Welcome back, everybody. BJ here, DG there.
What is going on? We got a little bit of a late start today because we were at Sideshow Pro. At least 2/3 of us. And then sometimes, as always, Chef the Ref with his non-trademark Fago.
No, I would definitely get sued if I tried to trademark Fago.
No, but you drank it. Your trademark
do.
drink to start the show.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
And with that said, let's ring the bell and get this thing actually started.
So sorry we're late today. Some stuff happened. There was a show we had to be at in the afternoon, and we didn't schedule this really, so sorry. Hope you guys catch it.
And if you don't, that's your problem. Anyway.
If you don't, then you're missing out.
But I mean, we would usually be live at this time anyway.
But we're starting an hour late because it's spring forward. No, that's not it.
No, that was last week.
That happened like last week, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we had to be someplace.
But yeah, given the late start.
Sideshow.
Yeah, Sideshow Pro was an amazing show. Joe Hale in the chat. How you doing?
Hello, Joe Hale in the chat. Well, hello, Tara.
Shut up, Tara!
It's become tradition now. It's nothing against you, Tara. It's just become tradition.
But the best part is we keep getting new clips of different wrestlers saying that.
It's because they know we play it.
I don't think that's it.
It is. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. Whatever you want to tell yourself, go ahead. But yeah, we don't necessarily plan on being live for 2 hours today because we already have AEW Revolution coming up while we'll be doing this stream still. Yep. Plus, there was just a couple major points we wanted to talk about from this week. And so this episode was even a debate to begin with.
Up
until Friday. We're going to be talking mostly face turns, heel turns, and stuff like that this week. So let's start off with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, wow. I mean, and what was it last week when I said, "Oh, that's not going to happen for another 6 months"? They keep teasing it, and you were like, "No, it's on. It's going to happen." I couldn't accept it, and wow, that was just an amazing segment.
Well, we appreciate you tuning in, Tara. Just make sure you're here Tuesday. There will be a special guest on the Tuesday show that you will not want to miss. One of 3, actually.
Yeah, Tara, you're not going to want to miss Tuesday's show. And I know you usually don't miss any of our shows, but you're not going to want to miss Tuesday's show.
I mean, it's on YouTube so that she can watch it in perpetuity.
She wants to be here live. She wants to be here in chat.
Yes. Okay. All right. There you go. That is the benefit of watching live. You get to be right in that chat there.
Yeah, and especially when Rick Blade shows up in chat.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's always a good time in our chat when Rick Blade and Tara are in there going back and forth. We welcome everybody to speak their opinions in a peaceful and respectful manner. We don't want no arguing or personal insults being slung at each other because we are all wrestling fans in the end.
The most disrespectful you are allowed to be in our chat is a fan's disrespect towards a heel. That's the most disrespectful.
You can also call us a mark.
Well, that happens at least 6 times a show.
I thought you already had the red pop Fago from what I saw on social media there, Tara. I actually had a Fago today and yesterday, the red, white, and blue pop Fago.
All right. I think I'm going to have to go down to that store downtown and check some out.
Yeah. But yeah, back to conversation.
Welcome to BJ and DG Talk Fago.
Welcome to DG Drinks Fago.
Hey, don't steal my gimmick.
We're only 5 minutes in, and we already are off the rails. I absolutely love
Have we gotten on yet?
Yeah, I didn't think there
We
were rails
were.
today.
We were.
Yeah, the third rail.
Beginning. That explains that shock I felt. That explains that. All right, that all makes sense now.
Perfect.
So maybe Sideshow Pro was just a fever dream.
Yeah,
because there were some interesting things that happened there.
Ooh, that women's tag match was definitely a fever dream.
I would love it.
I
no.
hope so.
Ooh.
I hope
I don't
so.
know. I hope so.
Ooh. That would be fun. Definitely fun.
Tara, you're going to go nuts when you see who our guest is. Okay? Trust me, I wouldn't hype it to you personally if it wasn't something I knew you would enjoy. And I think we can all vouch here for that. And I will give you a hint. It is somebody who has never been on this show.
That's right. Yeah.
Live. They've never been on this show live. We've had a promo played from them before, I do believe, but they've never been live on the show. But yeah.
Hints abound, and you should probably be able to piece it together by now.
She's clueless right now. She has no idea.
So yeah, the Judgment Day turns on Finn. It was very interesting the way they did it.
I was curious which way JD was going to go.
And him throwing the first punch was. I will at some point, but unfortunately, I'm in no rush to get it. Adult things in life.
My PS4 just broke, and I'm not ready to upgrade to a 5 yet, so it's going to be a little bit. But by November, because you know what happens in November on PS5.
I'm still working on AEW Fight Forever on my Switch.
Why?
You know what? I question why
For the jokes that write themselves.
I still question why I allowed him to talk me into it for the Switch.
Man, that wasn't my fault.
I'm just glad it was a free download. I downloaded and checked it out, and I was like, nope, within like half an hour.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it was the first modern wrestling game that I'd played since like SmackDown back in the day. And I thought it was fun when I first got it, and then I played it and I was like, oh, this is all that this game is.
Just go emulate No Mercy. Just go emulate No Mercy.
Yeah.
I was going to say it was a modern. It was a modern take on that, but in the end, there were so many glitches.
Yeah, and I am kidding. I do have a modern computer now with the 2K24, but so I still have not finished playing my way through that either.
No, I haven't actually finished a WWE game outside of like the story thing of whoever it features. Like, I haven't finished the island yet, and that's just because I don't have time to dedicate to it. When I turn it on, I just want to sit there and have matches.
There's no relevancy to the island?
Nope, none. But anyway, back to the Judgment Day. I was surprised that JD was the first one to throw the punch and actually turn, which I think was the best way to do it because that's the last person any of us would have thought. I thought it was more interesting, though, that the way Liv's reaction in the corner was.
Yeah, she was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, just kind of there for a bit. And then eventually, she seemed like she was with it. But, initial was like, huh?
You have a good one, Tara. See you Tuesday. And then see you Saturday. Joe Hale in chat. He thinks Finn gets a tag partner for Mania. See, I still stand on. I think Mania is a one-on-one match for Finn. I hope it's against Dom. And even more interesting, since Dom has lost the Intercontinental Championship, I'd like to see that match be for the AAA Mega Championship.
That would be an interesting way to get that belt defended at WrestleMania and give a little shine to it. Yeah, that could be cool.
If Dom is still champion at that point, AAA was just an amazing show last night as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
well,
also that would also presume AAA would actually be cool with that.
well, WWE owns AAA, so I would assume
true.
that. Hey, Taker, you cool with us defending your top title at WrestleMania?
Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, sure.
It would be a very cool moment to have another title that's
Now,
under the umbrella featured
but would that be
in that
would that be
situation.
the
Whoa!
hey? So would that be
I
the
know who that
first?
is.
I think
Yeah.
we all do.
I was in the middle of sending a message. Collab on the other page, not the beer page, the wrestling page.
Did I hit that one on accident?
No, I'm talking to him
Oh.
in chat. Collab on the rest. He sent me a collab invite to the beer page, and I'm like, my beer page is my beer page, my wrestling page is my wrestling page.
Dummy. Yeah.
Always a good time here. But in the end,
Can we
because
talk
of that,
about wrestling?
Tangentially.
All good.
Oh man. Yeah, I really enjoyed it for what it was. And if they had stretched it out any longer, like BJ thought we weren't going to get there till like SummerSlam, like at that point, like
I said that
listen.
last week.
So I have a quick question. Does it feel like all these turns and stuff are really being stretched out to get as much out of them as possible? Because I've had the same. Your reaction to that was my reaction
Sorry,
to
I saw
Soul.
Ruka. Right.
Was like it just feels like we're ready for it. You got us primed. You got us ready to go for it. And then you're just like, yeah, no, go F yourself.
Pretty much. Like I wish we would see some turns out of nowhere. Like they're teasing things too much and building things. Thank you, and building things up too much. I wish we would just see a few more spontaneous turns and like, a little more.
Well, put a pin in that because I would say after SmackDown, even though we get the idea, but I want to say that was a bit more of what you're describing from Friday night than what we've seen on NXT and Raw with those storylines. Because NXT also had a turn this week with Charlie Dempsey joining the Birthright. Which absolutely amazing. I love the idea of all these second and maybe third generation stars being a stable.
It's the new legacy.
Love it.
Yeah,
boy, everything just comes back to that.
Well, it's relevant, you know.
Yeah, sure is.
It is. But yeah, really enjoyed it. I'm happy to see Finn as a babyface again. And to see where that run goes. The only thing that sucks is for a tag team division on SmackDown that was already small as it was, with not a lot of competition, we've now lost the tag team in that division with him and JD.
Well, Judgment Day's Raw. Not SmackDown.
Yeah. I said the Finn turning babyface. I just brought up other things, a little bit of teases. BJ's on his 1 millionth beer today. Congratulations. 4 millionth beer. Wow.
So
man, you're really celebrating 316 Eve.
How many bathroom trips have you had?
He hasn't broken the seal yet.
I drank a beer at noon.
What?
And then I didn't drink another beer until after Sideshow when Pete the Wall and I went to Spellbound. And there I drank another beer.
I drank a beer.
What?
And another beer.
I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers.
3 beers. And then I got home, and this is my 4th.
7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
1 hour later.
Oh, you cut it off.
No, it cut off by itself. That's where it cuts off.
That was 9 beers.
But no, this is number 4.
Million.
All right,
Five
only
bears.
5 more to go.
I'll get there.
But yeah, do we still see, like, you had gone away for a moment, I had said something, Dom
I'm listening
defending,
now.
yeah, Dom defending the AAA Mega Championship against Finn at WrestleMania.
About it. Oh yeah, Demon Finn.
Yeah. Oh, if it's Demon Finn, oh, the
That
pop
would be
it.
perfect for AAA, actually. Demon
Hell
Finn
yeah.
going for the AAA title? Yeah, that's perfect.
I
Watch,
mean,
he
but
wins, and then it's a blood feud between him and Mr. Iguana.
throw
The demon
Danhausen
just
in there.
eats the iguana. Demonhausen.
Isn't it? All right. No, never mind.
He's a vampire. A very
Yeah,
C-rated vampire. But a
He's a
vampire
very nice, very
nonetheless.
evil vampire.
Yes, and he likes human monies.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't really studied the lore.
That's your problem, sir.
It's not a problem.
Lorehausen.
Exposition housing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just interested now to see what happens with the Judgment Day, because I'm going to say this. Let's say since 2019, just the faction of Judgment Day in all its iterations has been a thing. Could we see the Judgment Day maybe kind of become the Bullet Club of WWE, where it was just the faction is used to have a senior person there and to help elevate talent?
So who's the senior person in Judgment Day now that Finn Balor's out then?
Dom's the only original member left.
Is he a senior
I wouldn't
person
really
in-
call him a Liv is more the senior.
No,
Yeah.
Dom was. If you go and think about it, after Edge leaves, and because they didn't want the,
I'm not talking about seniority in the group. I'm talking seniority across wrestling.
Right. Like just,
It would be Dom. Dom's a champion.
No, that doesn't mean
Liv-
he's been there long. Been in wrestling
is-
longer.
Been around longer and way more established.
Yeah, Dom. Hold on. We were watching a ladder match in 2005 for custody of Dom. Dom has seniority. He's been in those locker rooms longer than anybody else probably in that group at the moment.
I can
The
see.
man does make a point.
So in the chat, Joe Hale, we are
yeah.
getting there. It might take a while because we can't stay on topic today, but we're getting there.
Actually,
What's the
I was
topic?
going to get ready to bring that up. I was actually
Oh,
going to get ready to bring
perfect.
that up.
How about
That
that?
was
For
going to
timing?
be.
I'll shut up then.
Yeah, know your mouth and shut your roll, jabroni.
I'm just gonna go
Whoa.
get myself another beer.
I actually had a
I
Guinness
drank a
after work
beer.
last night. It was. Yes, I did.
But yeah, looking forward to see where this whole Judgment Day thing goes. I think it's as a group that could last for a while in different iterations, even if they were to take a step back from the group for a bit and then bring it back. Like I just think
Yeah,
the Judgment Day has a lot of potential to continue on because we've seen how good it still was after Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley left, and they were essentially kicked out. So it seems like, man, once you try to become the leader of the group, you get kicked out.
And by the way, that whole social media thread chain was hilarious this week. With Damian Priest and like,
Oh yes.
I missed that all. Tell me about it.
oh, you did. Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to find it if I tried now because that's just the way it works for me with social media. I see something and it's gone forever. I can never find it again. But no, so it's pretty much like I don't remember who sent the initial tweet, but it was like, oh, and I'm not even going to try to like recreate it. DG, can you find this, please?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just popping for something else. What are we looking for here?
The whole social media, the X thread with the whole Day with like Priest and everyone else.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of research to do at the moment.
Someone said sucks, don't it? I think it was Priest said sucks, don't it? And then like I don't know.
Yeah, it was
Maybe that was
kind of just a lot of callback type stuff. They'd be like, hey, yeah,
yeah.
remember when you did
Got
that
it.
to us? Sucks to be you, huh?
Gotcha. Like, yeah, Rhea, Damien Priest. Yep.
A video store.
I'm sure Edge probably didn't chime in because AEW.
And you know what? This is something we have talked about in the past. Could the Judgment Day kind of have a split? Because now the way you look at it, it's 5 members, 3 female. Roxanne, who is currently injured. Well, on the injured list, but not injured. It's another issue that put her on the list. And then you would have Dom and JD as the tag team. Or do we introduce a new member of the Judgment Day?
No, I like
To balance it out, 3 and 3 on each side. Unless Raquel is the next one to get the boot.
I'm thinking more so of like a Dom being like the Godfather.
The Dom
Like-
father.
And like
See,
yeah.
there's no original members left in the Judgment Day.
Dominic Mysterio.
He wasn't
He's
an
not an
original
original member of the Judgment Day.
He was the third
he
member,
got
if I'm
brought
not
in.
mistaken.
Technically, if we're looking
he was
at
after that.
if we're looking at it,
It was
he
Edge,
would
Damian
technically
Priest,
be the
Rhea
fourth.
Ripley.
He would technically be the
Oh,
fourth
so,
member,
right.
but
So he
Edge
was the
wasn't.
fourth.
Yeah, Edge wasn't there long enough. He just established the group and didn't like the direction it was going to go, and then his contract ended. So he would have been the first, and so they kicked him out of the group. He was the first kicked out of the group.
Over here bringing reality into this.
Hey man, contracts play a part.
Yeah, when Edge was there and starting it up with Priest, it was supposed to be more of a spooky supernatural angle to it. I think, at least if I'm remembering everything correctly.
That was the direction Vince wanted to go at the time, but that wasn't really the direction.
That's how old this group is.
Vince was still running.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, F word.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I almost slipped the F word out there. Trying to keep it PG here.
So yeah, but I mean, you got Edge number 1 starting the group out, Damian Priest number 2 out, Rhea Ripley out. So yeah, I mean, this group, I'm not sure it's really got much more used to it.
Well,
the way
that's what I'm saying
right now. I mean, okay, I could see
rotation
them
of
just using the
members.
name and turning into a franchise more or less, but do I really want that, or would I rather just have new stuff?
So for me,
New
it would
stuff.
depend. So for me, it would depend because if we go back and look, like at the Bullet Club and the iterations up until the last couple years, it was still kept fresh and interesting with what stories they were able to do with them and everything. So if they were to take a couple cliff notes from that, I think it could work. At the same time, I also do agree that unless we're not inserting full new blood into it and a full rotation of the cast, then it would have to be one.
Anyone.
But if they were to, who do you add?
Carlito.
Oh no, that's another member we missed.
Yeah, he's been
and talking
out.
about him.
He just kind
No,
of
he just disappeared.
Got it.
Yeah.
The imposter
he
El
went back
Grande
to the Caribbean.
Americana. the imposter El Grande Americana. He's been an ally.
If I had to put,
I'm not necessarily against that idea because then you bring in what's their name, Bravo, and
Rayo.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
Bravo
kind of
and
bring
Rayo.
them in as well.
I also said, sorry, I'll put it up. I agree. Um, ideally, I would love to have seen like Finn and JD stick together, but since Finn is sided with Judgment Day now, I would love to see a solo JD run. Or sorry, JD has sided with Judgment Day. Love to see a solo JD run. We haven't really seen what he's capable of now on his own. We
Yeah,
only saw a short solo run when he got called up from NXT.
and even before that, he was still a part of NXT UK.
Hmm.
I do believe, and
Yeah,
he had an okay
Yeah.
run
Oh,
there.
his
yeah.
character then was a lot more interesting when he was doing like this surgery thing on his opponents and like just picking them apart and being all cerebral and everything. And now
Oh,
he's
well,
just kind
yeah.
of been reduced to like the Durr character. So I'd
Yeah,
rather
he
see
doesn't
him
have
go
much of
back
a
to being smart.
personality at this point.
Yeah,
So
I'd
here's the
like to see him go
question.
back to being smart.
So I'll put this question out there: if they weren't to go Finn and Dom, do you think Finn and JD would be a draw on the Mania card?
I think that's the SummerSlam match.
I think that's the
Yeah, I
match.
think Finn versus
That's the
JD
match.
feels.
I feel like that's more of a
Yeah,
Monday
Finn,
Night Raw match right now on the road to Dom at WrestleMania.
yeah,
Possibly, but I could see them building
yeah.
that feud up and doing it like for another event.
Now, just real quick as well, something very interesting says because you said the the current El Grande, not OG El Grande,
Right.
but current
The
El Grande.
tall, weird
But
one.
something interesting on AAA last night, he won the Fatal 4-Way Randy Reyes thing with for
Yeah.
the sword, and
King
he's
of
the number one.
Kings.
King of Kings, right.
Yeah, he is the current now number one contender to Dom's AAA title after he retained it against Vikingo last night.
Muy interesante.
Also, just another quick interesting note: the Lucha Brothers will be reuniting in AAA.
Oh, nice.
Oh, not those luchas. Not
Yeah,
Lucha
wrong
House Party. What
Luchas.
am I?
Not Lucha Party.
They're the Lucha cousins.
Bailey made an appearance in AAA last night in an open challenge for their women's championship. And I had a buddy text me because I was watching something else. I'm like, I usually watch it afterwards, less ads and all that stuff. And he's like, I'm like, all right, now he said something. I guess I have to put it on. And as soon as I put it on, I see Bailey coming out to the ring. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm watching this now.
Yeah, I see how that happens.
That happens a lot. That happens to us at work. Watching one thing on YouTube that's not anywhere near wrestling related, and then something wrestling related comes on, we look up
It
like,
just always
well, I guess
does.
we're watching that now.
That is our YouTube algorithm at work.
Also on X, just wanted to mention this. The whole I am Baron Corbin thing.
Oh,
I did see that.
oh, that fit. Oh, how smart are you? You're a Baron Corbin fan. I am Baron Corbin.
Dumbass.
We are Baron Corbin.
I am Baron Corbin. I'm
Yo
Baron.
soy Baron Corbin.
We are Negan. We
That's
are
been,
all
that-
Baron Corbin.
Oh God.
Besides
that's been
Danhausen.
cracking me
He's
up.
still Danhausen.
I don't
Yeah,
even have X, and that's been all day I see that
Oh.
stuff, and it cracks me up.
Yeah. But I like I said, I really enjoyed the Judgment Day stuff. I'm interested to see where it goes. I do think everything eventually goes into a full-on split for the group, which is why I like to see some fresh blood be put in there if it is the case, and it could become a bullet style type group, which I think WWE could make work. I really think they could. It just depends on who you put in charge of that specific angle.
It could work, but
Paul
Judgment Day just
Heyman, I
doesn't
would
have that
put-
really feel. Yeah, I mean, the Vision kind of would have more of that feel. If you now that you're bringing Paul Heyman up, the Vision could have more of that feel than the Judgment Day. Just as
And
far
what?
as
And what? And what a segue. Let's
Didn't you
talk.
already segue to the Vision like 5 minutes ago, and then Chad asked the question, and we went right
Yep,
back to
yep, yep,
Judgment
yep,
Day?
yep. Look, we tried to stay on one track, and instead of going off the tracks, they navigated us back to the original track we were on. Who
Since
the
we're off
hell
the
is
track,
booking this shit?
since we're
nobody.
off the tracks, before we get back on them, let me throw a little speed bump in there. So Pete and I on the way back from the brewery, we're discussing a name for what we're about to talk about with that little thing in the ring that happened, and we're calling it the Visionary Shuffle. Sorry,
Sure,
continue. I'll
sure, that
shut up
works.
now.
Ah, yes, the masked men running around aimlessly, trying to confuse everybody.
So good. It reminded me of you
That
ever see
what?
that movie Inside Job?
Yes.
Yeah, it reminded me of that, where the robbers just make everyone put on the same costume.
See,
Dude,
it
I love
reminded me
that
of Three
movie.
Amigos. Three Amigos.
No, but I thought that was really fun. I thought it was well done, to be honest. I'm expecting that John Cena style entrance at WrestleMania for Seth Rollins, just with a bunch of masked men on the side of the ramp. And then come to find out that the guy coming out's not even Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was under the ring and comes out from under the ring, was all a distraction the entire time. That would be perfect, and it would fit Seth Rollins. Or he
Or, I
comes out
mean,
of the.
happen.
You do it.
or
You have one guy coming out the ramp, and then you have other guys shield style coming from each corner of the crowd and coming in, and just
or he
surrounding
keep
the ring.
or he keeps the mask on for like 3/4 of the match. Same scenario, but he keeps the mask on 3/4 of the match. Gets
Mm,
beaten to hell. He's about to get pinned, and then Seth Rollins comes out and pulls the mask off and attacks.
yep. So who is this that's been in
Hunter,
this match the entire time? It wasn't Seth Rollins.
Hunter, if you're
I
listening,
like that. I like that one a lot.
1%. That's all I'm asking. 1%. I'll shut up now. Continue.
1%. That's 1% too much, man. You're asking for too much.
Royalties.
In the chat, they would be better off to take the Vision off and let. So the issue now. So the issue becomes, if it was any other time of year, I would agree. Any
Yeah,
other time of year,
we're heading into Mania.
with the WrestleMania build up, like I still have the mindset. Like I said, there's like 5% of me in my brain when I think about this that says that they overhyped and have put out there that Braun Breaker's more injured and it was more serious than it really was. So you get an impact return of him taking out Seth Rollins on the way to WrestleMania, setting up their match. Because unless you do Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins, that Austin Theory, not that it wouldn't make sense. He hasn't been with the Vision long enough. I mean, neither has Logan Paul. The two guys that were there are both on the damn shelf. Like
You
it's
could
really.
have Logan versus. Yeah, if it gets to WrestleMania
Hold
and you
on,
have
hold
Logan
on.
Seth.
I got it.
That's not
I
a
got it. I got it. At WrestleMania, it will be the visionary Seth Rollins taking on Paul Heyman in a complete gimmick match. Dude, that could get
hold on.
over.
In a no holds barred match, Paul Heyman accompanied by Brock Lesnar.
Well, Brock already has his open challenge though, so he might be tired and just want to go back to Montana.
Yeah, this is light work for him though.
Montana.
And I could just see the promo where Paul's like, Brock, please, I need help. No,
Nice
dude, it's writing
jowl
itself.
work.
All right, I got it. I am still here, unfortunately, for you guys. Oh, nope,
Okay.
that's too low. I gotta fix my
Uh-oh.
cam. My cam went
I don't even
off
know
my
what is
desk.
going on right now.
I have no idea what's happening.
Yep. Up, down, left, right.
What the
BA
hell?
start.
Why is this? There we go.
All right, in chat. Hold on.
Handicap match: Theory Paul versus Seth and mystery partner. That's not a handicap match though. If he has a mystery partner,
Hold
then
on.
it's just a tag match, right?
Hold on. Paul Heyman and Logan Paul versus Seth and a mystery partner, and the mystery partner is Austin Theory turning on the Vision and revealing himself to be an inside man.
Coming out as a masked man halfway through the match.
No.
Love it.
He comes ringside with them for their entrance. Seth comes out, or Seth's already out. They come out. Oh, you don't have no partner? And Austin Theory comes out with them. Kind of like, do you remember when Cody and Dust and his brother Goldust were tag team champions? And Cody turned and joined Ted DiBiase in a handicap match. Something like that. Besides, we're not going to get to that point, and Austin Theory is going to reveal himself to be the tag team partner and attack Logan Paul in the ring to start the match.
I see. So yeah, Eddie, I don't remember this.
An apology because I told you how this shit was going to work out for WrestleMania. You're welcome.
I don't remember
No,
you telling us this, but maybe
what are you
Ginger did.
even? Yo, hold on. Bring that back up. I have one thing to say about that. And yes, there we go. God, that would be hilarious, but it would kill the match. It would kill any seriousness in the match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That would
like
turn
a
it into
high
comedy
stakes,
bit.
high
But
intensity.
you could curse the Vision backstage before they go out for the match, like during the pre-show or something.
I think the Vision's already cursed.
Yeah, they're cursed with no help, in all honesty.
Maybe it was Danhausen's work to begin with. I did it for Seth.
I did it for the Rollins.
Anyway, I am alone because of these marks. How's everybody doing? BJ's throwing up his arms. Steph is just cracking up laughing backstage. This is what happens when we start an hour late on a Sunday.
And I'm already drunk. I wasn't drunk.
And he's already drunk.
I just love that was our first double catering right there. BJ and I went, we had some pizza.
Well, let's make some real history here. You guys ready? The triple we all it's like we all just quit on the job.
We left Steven Chambers to host the show.
We left him to curse Paul Heyman to shit on himself. Fun stuff. But just it's interesting to see where this goes because even Seth Rollins has said in other interviews he's not 100%. So it'll be interesting to see the route they go. I could see some type of no holds barred match, even though it would be a bit harder hitting with certain spots. But you're more open to other things that would give him more rest in the match.
Yeah. Giving him a partner to let him take some rest time, that would definitely be beneficial to his health, his longevity, all that stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, part of me still believes that they played up. Because every time I think about an injury, the one thing that will always come back to my head is the John Cena return at Madison Square Garden in the Rumble. We were all told he was going to be out past WrestleMania. And whatever reason that and John Cena, especially at that point, was essentially just that healthy and he recovered that quick. And he was able to come back, surprise return in the Rumble. He wins that Rumble, goes on to WrestleMania. The rest is history. And I've seen WWE do it a decent amount of times. They'll play up an injury for a guy to have that shocking return when you don't expect it. I think Seth's cleared enough to probably return, or they're hoping that he'll get cleared before WrestleMania, because we're still a month out from WrestleMania.
He'll be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident he'll be ready as
They
well.
wouldn't have teased him if he's not going to be ready.
No, definitely not. It's just like we've talked about, possibly because of him attacking Heyman, he could be the opponent for Brock Lesnar. But even then, if it's true that Brock Lesnar's going to refuse to lose to anybody until he's on his way out the door, that really throws a nail in all that, because do you really want Seth Rollins losing in his return match? How does it benefit Brock Lesnar winning that match? How does it benefit Seth winning that match? Especially what we should have gotten. It's a weird.
What do we got?
Dude, I might not drink, but I do other things that affect my memory. And also, there's a lot of wrestling stuff. Like, this isn't my only source of wrestling in the world of remembering conversations here. When I have conversations I have to remember at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
And I did have a beer last night.
He drank a beer.
Done. Oh, I'm on 5, by the way.
5 beers. What?
I'm not going to.
Oh, man.
Nah.
How about Danhausen cursing OG Grande? And then he gets jumped before his match.
So hard that he changed into a different dude.
Another match this week on Raw I was really impressed with. Obafemi and Rusev.
Yo,
I was expecting a lot out of that match.
And I got what I expected out of that match.
Yeah,
and this goes back to our conversation to when we were like, if we were to build Oba up as an example for Brock Lesnar, right? Who are some of the guys he's going to have to beat to establish himself? One of those names was Rusev on that list.
I remember my first idea was Otis and Tozawa.
And a handicap match. I still think that should happen.
Well, first Tozawa, and then Otis, and then both of them at the same time.
And just to think that he's beaten the only 2-time Grand Slam winner, also on SmackDown. So he's beaten 2 formidable former champions, as Rusev being United States champion. Was he ever a tag team champion? Like,
I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
no, his lawyer wasn't working with WWE.
Wait, whoa, hold on.
League of Nations,
hold
right?
on, Eddie. Are you sure that we're the ones that need to remember conversations? I remember being pretty clear in saying last week Randy Orton needs to be the heel in this and destroy Cody Rhodes. Wait a minute, did I freeze, or are you guys just sitting there staring at?
No, you didn't freeze for one.
I was reading. I was still reading.
Like,
I was
this
reading
is
it and
exactly what I wanted.
Thank you. I didn't want to be the one to have to do it. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Spelling marks.
Like the party.
Oh, okay. Now I know who that is. It took a moment to click. That's Pete the Wall Peters.
Ah.
Man, how many accounts does this guy have?
1 billion.
Okay, so he's the spammer.
Maybe he's actually stalking you, and we just
He's
don't
a
know
Nigerian prince.
Maybe he used that account so that Eddie wouldn't know it was him. But no, I actually remember Eddie saying that now.
But no, because I was the one just from the, like, Randy Orton heel. I would love to see that. I think that's the way it should go.
Only the 3.
I do not forget everything, sir. Thank you very much. I remember what I need to remember.
I kind of do.
But yet somehow I remember this guy's Pete's Music account because I just saw it tagged on his account. So, just the random things I remember.
Oh, Ginger.
But no, in conversation, Randy Orton should be the heel in this. There's no reason why he should be the baby face. They're still behind Cody being the face of the company.
I would have loved it the other way around, but
I think
who am
Cody
I?
was
right
kind
now-
of a dick to Sammy.
I'm just a middle-aged Mark. Sorry, a young Mark. A Mark, regardless.
Cody
but-
was being kind of a dick to Sammy backstage, though. So
Yeah, well, Sammy's been
heel
bugging him
tendencies
for
are
the
there.
last 3 weeks. I would say he's been just annoyed because, but at the same time, I think they're gearing up the Sammy heel turn. I think because we've had Aleister Black also involved with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's showing up and just getting
Recently.
in Sammy's ear after those little conversations.
Yeah, Eddie, I actually reviewed it already. If you followed my channel, you would know that.
Jeez, Eddie, what kind of agent are you?
I tagged Axe and Arrow in the Instagram story announcing the stream.
So the other thing to talk about from Raw this week, CM Punk and the Usos. That closed
that
out the
promo
show.
was that final segment was great. I love how WWE is essentially like saving money by just having CM Punk go out and cut killer promos against whoever.
Filler.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
And I moderately like it. Could we really be looking at Bloodline reunion of the core Bloodline?
No,
Why not?
It's not going to shape up that way. The Usos have other things going on. They're the tag team champions. They got to handle their business.
Oh, you mean like a full-time reunion thing for the Bloodline?
No. All right, so I'm not saying like the Usos get involved in the world title match to that level, but we see the idea that this is planting the seeds to bring them back together. Maybe the Usos successfully retain their title at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns successfully captures the world championship. And we get a moment the night after WrestleMania on the Raw after Mania.
Reigns
of
is a
them all
part-timer. He's not
champions.
winning the belt.
Yeah. I know how many other part-timers we've said that about.
Wasn't Roman a part-timer his entire 1,000+ day reign?
Yeah, but they realize their mistakes now, so they're not going to do that again.
I disagree with you.
They
It's
haven't.
just a
I wish
matter
they
of
would.
What,
They have
so,
not learned their lesson.
No, I know I'm wrong, but
no, you're not necessarily wrong in the idea, and nobody's really wrong in the idea that a part-timer shouldn't be a champion, but they should only be a short-term champion. They shouldn't be like a Roman Reigns type run. But I will always stand on the side of that when it came up to everybody that stepped up and challenged him, especially in the beginning of that run during COVID, he beat everybody in front of him. When there's nobody left to face, why even show up? Here, hold on. Let me blow that up
Go
to make
full
sure
screen.
Eddie
There
can
you go.
see that. Yep. We got to make sure Eddie can see that.
Receipts.
It was my last Eddie. It was my last beer stream, and I opened the stream with it. I drank your beer before I drank a Wanderback beer.
And that was probably a mistake.
I'm drinking Wanderback. Yeah.
They were.
I mean, I don't
I'll have to let them know about that.
No,
Thank you.
but I
Thank
think
you,
what was
Chef.
it
Hey,
2 weeks ago? I was in one of your street.
give me 5%.
So back on track here. What do we So I know we have Roman this week. So that should be an interesting catch up now. But I like how they used the Usos this week to fill in for Roman not being there, and it still added to the story.
Yeah. Yep.
It really
Defending
did.
the family honor.
Yeah. Like, especially with the idea that they weren't coming out there necessarily defending Roman. They were coming out there and defending their uncle.
Great. Okay. Whoa. That's something else.
From Dog the Corrector.
Love
Now play the whole thing.
Nah, man, I'm not trying to stay here that long.
So weird that clip is so long.
For no reason. Absolutely no reason.
It was
Just in
really
case you
fun.
want a laugh track under everything.
Well, there's no pauses. It's just like it does fade a little bit, but then gets intense again.
Yeah, it's like they're calming down to something else happens.
It's like, who am I, Tony Danza?
Thoughts and prayers.
For all the younger generation, he was a famous sitcom actor from the early 80s.
Injured her.
What were we talking about?
Everything but wrestling.
We were talking about CM Punk and the Usos.
Yeah, dude. That segment was amazing. Because like a lot of the time when I watch Raw, I'll be doing other stuff in the background. It'll just be on. I stopped what I was doing. It was like, yeah, every line of this is fire.
I will say that I'm usually the same way. I'm doing other stuff for the last 2 weeks. My eyes have been on my TV for Monday Night Raw. Like, I've watched everything for it. And, like, I'm just looking down at my phone during ads. The one thing I still miss that I hate that they don't do on Netflix is picture-in-picture.
Right. I mean, we're spoiled with AEW.
Well,
Yeah.
they do it on SmackDown. And they do
SmackDown.
picture-in-picture on
NXT
SmackDown. And yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched SmackDown Live in
Yeah. Netflix just
how
they
long has
gotta
the
have
Star
it.
Academy been doing Friday night shows?
That's fair.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've been able to sit here and watch Raw from the beginning. Lately, I've been lucky to be home just to see the main event live. If Mrs. Danger Ginger is watching it when I get home.
Right.
Which she was the one this week. She was like, I almost took notes for you for SmackDown this week. It was really good. So she already had me hyped up. But yeah, I want to touch on a couple things from NXT this week.
Sure.
One of them being what we kind of already brought up was Charlie Dempsey joining the
Right.
Birthright. William Regal and Finley both make on-screen appearances standing in the entranceway when Charlie Dempsey turned.
How mad are they that David Finlay ended up signing with AEW?
My understanding is David Finley's the black sheep anyway, so yeah.
I mean, well, Uriah Connors, is that the other?
Yeah,
Finlay?
That's
Yeah.
the other Finley brother.
No,
yeah.
no. I thought, is it Uriah? Whichever
Yes.
one was still, okay. I
He
always
looks
get
like
them
a toothpick compared to
his
his
brother.
brother.
Yeah. Now, apparently, David doesn't have a great relationship with the other two, so yeah, that's why he went over to AEW.
Fair enough. Okay. I heard it was a money thing.
Well, that I'm sure had a factor as well, but you know, when the money's not enough to compensate for a bad relationship, you're going elsewhere.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's how that works.
But yeah, I'm glad that this group, unless I missed it a month ago or something, the Birthright finally has a name. So I'm just like, hey, they're the second gen guys. And Stax doesn't even belong in the group technically, but I guess since you're getting married to Santino's daughter, you get shoehorned in.
Yeah, he's an in-law.
I also enjoyed Tony D'Angelo's promo from this week.
Yep. Good to see him back and like in full swing, so to speak.
My surprise from that was the women's speed match they did with Ren Sinclair tapping out Thea Hale with the cattle mutilation.
Yeah.
That really surprised me. I was like, ooh, because you don't see Thea tap all that often. You don't see a lot of submission finishes in WWE anymore.
No, you don't.
Unless
Not
it's
as
somebody who
far as the percentage
specifically,
of
yeah.
uses a finisher. That's a submission. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see a lot of wrestlers that have like that pinning submission move and that that pinning move and the submission move for the finish.
Gunther's the only one that immediately comes to mind with his sleeper.
Yeah.
Who?
Gunther.
Or Rusev. Rusev has a submission hold.
The Accolade.
The Accolade. But that's what I'm saying. Even then, you
When he
don't
gets
see.
to use it.
Yeah, like I would want to say in the last 2 years, Gunther probably has the record in the last 2 years for most submission wins.
In WWE, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably right up there.
That makes sense because nobody uses submission finishers anymore.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of submission finishers this week, did you see Jeff Hardy's new submission finisher?
No.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy has what did he call it? It was like a play
Spinal
on
countdown.
Yeah, the Spinal Destination.
Final Destination, right?
Spinal Countdown is way funnier.
Yeah, but it's called the Spinal Destination. Yeah. Like I'm watching. That's the only match I think I saw for TNA. I haven't had a chance to go back and finish watching it.
I like my name better now too.
Yeah. It's the Spinal Countdown.
Stop, we'll have to pay $100,000 if we go any further.
But yeah, I just to me it looks a bit of a lazy hold, but it's just
an old
something.
Man now.
Yeah, and in conversation, we're talking about people with submission holds. Somebody who never had a submission hold is now using a submission. And he won the match for the Hardys with that hold.
Yeah, he's an old man. He needs a move that he can finish people off with where he's not killing himself every time he does it.
Thoughts on Drew's storyline? Oh, we are getting there. We are getting Tony D'Angelo, the guy doesn't... No, he does not get enough credit. I'm not going to say he's underrated, but I also think he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
Agreed.
He is one... Is he the only man to pin Obafemi? No, Ricky Starks. Him and Ricky Starks are the only two people to defeat Obafemi.
Yeah. Yep, accurate.
But no, I'm kind of surprised he's not on the main roster, but NXT needs him more right now. He's an established star for them.
Yeah,
I really
NXT's
enjoyed his promo this week.
Yeah, NXT definitely needs some of the established people to stick around at least until they get past Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania. Then you can call up a few more, but they need a little more time to build up for everything in order to you need to keep Saul Ruka there for now. You need to keep Tony D'Angelo there for now. But
I think
these people are ready for call-ups but they just need to be in NXT at least till Stand and Deliver just to wrap everything up put everything in a nice little package.
Yeah, I think we're not far off from 2 call-ups, one being Sol Ruka and the other being JC Jane. I think they're the next 2 women to get called up. I don't see why it should go any other way, to be perfectly honest.
See, now with
And
Obafemi, they let Obafemi with the call up. They let him just leave the title in the ring and go up as champion from NXT straight to main roster. Would they do that with JC Jane, or does she lose the belt before she goes up?
Yes. Yeah, I think she drops the belt before she goes up, and I also see that they might bring Fatal Influence with her.
Yeah,
I could see
yeah.
that if not, because I would say that Fallon Henley could pass on the main roster if they were to bring them up as a group, or at least those two get the call up and they re-add a third member from the main roster.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah,
idea that they
Laney
get
Reed's
brought.
not ready.
No,
Not even
no,
close.
she's. But I could also see them being brought in by established talent, like maybe somebody like Becky Lynch starts a group, and she brings them up as her other two people in the group.
I like the idea, but I'm not sure Becky's the right
That
fit
was
for
that was just the first
that's
example. in
yeah,
my
yeah.
head.
Good idea.
Heel
Good
somebody
idea,
on the
but
heel side,
yeah.
so
Oh,
that they're still
absolutely,
working.
100% heel. Yeah, yeah. So, I would have to think about it. Like I'd have to go through the roster and everything to actually think about it. But yeah, I like that idea.
Like that would really work for them, and you could even let Fallon
Sure.
still keep the Speed Women's Championship. She wouldn't
Yep.
have to drop that
Yeah.
necessarily.
Give
right
that
away.
belt some main roster exposure for the Speed Championship.
But
Wouldn't
for a
hurt.
short-term time to get people watching it on NXT, it makes sense. It's just
Yeah.
it depends on what show they go on. Becky Lynch, like I said, is probably my pick from the Raw side. From the SmackDown side, it's a bit harder because I don't see who
What
they
if
would
you
fit
had
in
them
with.
what if you had them brought up and mentored by the Bellas? As much as I dislike the Bellas, I think that would be a kind of a fit right there.
Or the other thing that happens is they just choose to leave NXT and they both turn on Laney.
Or just leave her there. They're like,
Yeah,
you were
yeah, they
useless
just leave her
anyway.
there. Yeah.
And then that opens Laney up for her own
To start build,
development.
yeah. To where
And then
now
maybe you
both of
have
them.
Tatum Paxley go over to Laney at that point. I know what that's like. I had that happen to me.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Speaking of the call-ups, Tatum's another one who I don't think is
Yeah.
honestly far off.
She's
To
close,
be
but
perfectly honest, it's more of character development than in-ring development.
yeah,
She's there
where
in ring.
Tatum, where Tatum is right now in NXT and the storylines that she's
It's
involved
perfect.
in. Yeah, yes, but she's about at that level for call up, but where she's at in and I like her on NXT.
Yeah. So let's talk some SmackDown.
Talk some smack.
Drew McIntyre kicking off the show and basically quitting when Jacob Fatu comes out to call him out.
Yeah, he totally quit the show. Oh my God, Drew McIntyre quits again.
Which with Jacob and Nick Aldis, Trick Williams interrupts, which sets up a match for those two later on in the show. We now get to the match. Fantastic match they had, by the way. And I just want to point this out real quick. How much I am not a fan of Booker T on commentary in NXT. I think he doesn't adjust his shtick enough for me. He's trying to get the same things over with newer people, and it's just not working. And without his whole Stephanie Vaquer moment, hold on, because
right.
Hold on, because during the backstage segment with Trick, where he's talking to Nick Aldis,
also you said NXT.
Because Booker T's the commentator in NXT.
Yeah, but we were talking about SmackDown.
Well, if you let me finish, you Mark.
All right, we'll get there.
Well, I'm trying, but you guys won't let me. I'm going to start muting y'all fools.
This is our best show ever.
Seriously.
By far.
We're all 1 million viewers at the moment watching all around the world.
Wrestling content. talking about wrestling content doesn't matter. You're here for the interaction between us.
Yeah. So Booker T, commentator, NXT. Something I
Yes.
see out of Trick Williams is that early WCW and mid WCW Booker T of cutting promos. When I hear Trick Williams talk, I hear the Booker T mannerism of how he cut a promo, and it works for him.
Okay, you got there.
All right, so you think
Well,
Trick
I
Williams'
would have been there
ultimate
2
endgame
minutes
is
ago.
so you think Trick Williams' ultimate end game is announcer on NXT? Got it.
And tag team with a fake brother.
It's
No, he was a real brother.
And he told Hulk Hogan he was coming for him.
Hold on, no. We got you put that up without putting this up. I missed. There we go. Thank you, Joe Hill.
Thank you.
We
Joe.
are the worst team ever. That is why we work together. All right.
Coming
Don't
soon to
pump up these
commentary at
guys'
FPO
head.
Live.
I literally almost spit out Fago all over my computer there, DG. Thanks.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. That works for me. But all right. That good match.
Yeah, your whole last statement froze.
Jacob. All right, Jacob Fatu versus Trick Williams. Good match. I thought
Yes.
they put on a really good match.
Yes, and the
then
unforeseen interference.
Yeah, right. Like how many Drew McIntyre, who quit, now returns and costs Jacob Fatu the
But
match.
I thought Drew McIntyre quit. Oh my God, he quit though. What is he doing back? I don't believe it.
Which, we have at this point speculated that instead of them doing a multi-man main event for night 2 of WrestleMania, that now with injuries and stuff like that, you kind of got to split things up now. And with Drew McIntyre also going off to film Highlander, it makes more sense because you can have Jacob Fatu go over and put Drew out the way Drew put him out.
Through a table.
Yeah, just like Drew McIntyre should still be WWE champion because he should have lost that match by disqualification for putting Cody Rhodes through a table, but nobody wants to talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Ryan Milky in the chat. New York City bound in 6 days.
Yeah.
The countdown continues.
Good on you, bro.
And everybody, you
I
get
hope
a
we'll get
moment.
to see it.
Make sure you go check out Wrestle Realm. And you can also catch him every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday on Wyatt Wrestling Club, where they do their live streams for those shows, live watch-alongs. Go check that out as well. Tell them we sent you. No, it's not going to get you anything, but, just tell them.
You get a no prize.
Yes. Fabulous no prize.
Cody Rhodes babyface versus Randy Orton babyface. No, that's not good money. That is not an interesting match. Cody Rhodes getting his head punted off by Randy Orton at WrestleMania and his head going through the uprights to the back row. That's interesting.
That would be interesting if Randy actually decapitated Cody with a kick.
Heel Orton, face Cody is money. Heel Cody, face Orton would be world shattering.
That's basically what we're getting, according to like half the crowd, though, because half the crowd really wants Randy to beat the crap out of Cody, and half the crowd still loves Cody.
Dude, Pepsi drinks. What?
He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a lager drink. He drinks a Pepsi drink.
Damn, I'm drinking Pepsi Clear then. I didn't know they still made this shit.
You can't see my Pepsi.
Yeah, if you run soda through a Brita or like one of those high-powered like water filters, it'll actually like turn clear.
Well, all right.
Science.
Science, bitch. But yeah, let's talk about that, and then we'll backtrack some because seems like that's where the conversation's heading.
We're all over the
And
place.
wow, did they? I feel like so going into watching SmackDown, I already knew. Social media spoiled it for me, which is fine. It was my fault for going on social media without thinking about it.
Silly ginger.
I accept that. Just like the whole Drew McIntyre quitting. I got home from the show Friday night, and that was the first thing I saw going on Facebook. Drew McIntyre quits WWE.
Ryan Milky in the chat. Uh,
Our New
watch
Year's stream.
watch the last hour of our New Year's stream, and you'll see DG. You'll see me done drinking and sobering up, and DG just getting drunker and drunker. It was hilarious. It was so much fun.
And by the way, I had two 9% IPAs and I had a
9.5.
THC drink. Oh no, were they 9? Yeah. Oh
That
yeah,
extra
yeah, yeah.
0.5
They were
was what
both
put
fruit
you
punch.
over.
And they were 19.2-ounce cans, so I'm not going to translate that
That's like
to metric for Ryan Milky.
143.33% alcohol.
Yeah, no, that was a very fun night. Like we got down to the last half hour, and I'm like, yeah, it's time for us to wrap this up.
You were fading, but at the same time, you like had, yeah.
I was invested into what we were doing. Like I tried playing video games while we were streaming, and I was going to stream me playing 2K, and it just we tried. We kind of got there, and then it just didn't stick. We were just having too much fun bullshitting. But I do occasionally drink. It's just very rare that I do. And New Year's just seemed like a fun time to do it.
Especially because at midnight, I was done. I'm doing dry January, so New Year's midnight done, and he just kept going, and it got funnier and funnier as I sobered up and he got drunk.
But as I said, I am a champion and I hold my own, and I can handle my shit.
Well, I mean, you are Irish
and German. I got the best of two of the drinking worlds. Just saying, when it comes down to DNA. But yeah, Randy Orton heel turn. I love how they did it. I loved the brutality of it, especially after he leaves ringside, and all of a sudden he comes running through the crowd with a steel chair just to get that last hit in. Oh, beautifully done. I am more interested in this match now because of the fact that and especially this version reminded me of 2009 heel Orton. He is in the business for himself, and I'm going to say it now. I know we're going to probably do a prediction stream for both nights of WrestleMania because there's a good chance, and I'll say it now, that we will be live streaming watch along like we did last year for WrestleMania, which will be very fun.
I agree. That's the second best Orton, but my favorite Orton was Night Vision Orton.
Oh, man. Funny enough, I just watched Randy Orton's first match against Hardcore Holly in his debut like a week ago.
Oh, wow.
WWE had like this Attitude Era style stream of stuff, and he was kind of 2002, so he debuted in the tail end of that. No, we are not.
No.
Even though that's going to be a good show, I also just don't want to be live doing a watch along for 7.5 hours.
Yeah, because AEW.
I got to work in the morning. I got like another 3 hours of being awake left.
Yeah, I'd like to get some
rest. I got
rest.
a dog to walk.
So do I.
Whoa.
Also, I also really like that before the contract signing started, Nick Aldis addressed the Jacob Fatu Drew McIntyre situation, and next week they have a match between them two on the books. Does it happen? We will see. I'm hoping those two have a match at WrestleMania. Otherwise, what are you doing with Jacob Fatu? Because he should be on that card.
Yeah. That
Like,
match is not going to. Yeah, it's not going to be an actual match that happens on Friday. It's going to
Or
be.
it's going to have some type of no contest finish.
Yeah. It's not going to be a full and finished match. It's going to take us until WrestleMania to finish this off.
We never did talk about the Visionary Shuffle, did we?
We kind of did. We
You said it happened.
I named it, and then I was like, we'll talk about that later, and we never got there.
Yeah.
Nope, and now we're on SmackDown, so you missed your moment. You missed your cue, man. We moved on.
We don't do things chronologically. We do them by whatever.
Chronologically?
We do it
chronologically. Why is it that for whatever reason I just log on Facebook real quick and I see that AJ's the current status for debuting at AEW Revolution? Is that really a rumor out there right now? Even though he is still under contract with WWE as a backstage person and training people?
AJ's not going anywhere else. He's retired.
If anything, he would make an appearance at TNA, but I do not see him. What, there's a casino?
There's some style. No, I'm sorry. That style match, Ricochet has to defend his national championship. 21-man battle royal.
Yep.
And so AJ's going into the Hall of Fame.
So Ricochet's going to win. So who's the surprise? Who's number 21?
I am. Right after
then
we
you better
finish
get going, man.
I gotta get to LA, man.
Yeah, you're in Jersey. I think you're late.
I don't think you're gonna make it, man.
Hey, maybe this is a hologram and I'm already there.
Huh? Well, I mean, you're like kind of fading in and out, so you know.
AIDG. Fully interactive.
Oh God.
Okay. Anyway, what was you?
I already had fully interactive.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoever wants to go, what was your guys' reaction to the heel turn and that entire final segment on SmackDown?
Heard about it, didn't see it, saw stills, didn't watch the segment.
All right. I did watch the segment, and I was like, okay, here we go. This is what we expected to happen. We expect Randy to play the heel guy. I was waiting for it to happen as soon as Cody put out his hand to say, hey, put her there, partner. We're good guys, and we like each other. And yeah, it's like, okay, here we go. And yep, sure enough, Randy started kicking the crap out of Cody right then and didn't relent until, he almost took out Jelly Roll and then realized that I wish he had actually taken out Jelly Roll. That would have been better.
He was there.
Yeah,
he didn't get peanut butter.
Yeah. No, Jelly Roll did a whole bit on Miz TV.
Just real quick, Ryan, I actually did talk about AAA earlier in the show, as a matter of fact, and touched on bits and pieces of that.
So I saw some stills from after the match, and wow, Cody got destroyed. I definitely have to go back and watch that segment.
I think they have the entire segment on their YouTube.
Well, yeah. Pete the Wall said he watched it on their YouTube, and please go back and watch. He was like, dude, go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's probably got as many likes on it as Cody had dislikes from the previous week when he won the championship.
I hear there were a lot of bots.
Yeah, some guy paid a bunch of bots for the dislikes.
No, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that people are just sick to death of Cody, but it's like, what, did every child in the country just die, and now like the adults are the only ones? Like, like no, that's it.
It's YouTube's new age verification question. What do you think of Cody?
And again, I will say this, that when it comes down to it, I get it. A lot of us older fans, because especially our age. We were there for Hogan being on the top consistently between the WWF and WCW. And then we lived through John Cena. And in between those, we had the Attitude Era in the WWF where that belt was all over the place because there were that many stars. And it was still interesting story with the belt hopping all over the place.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, of course it doesn't. That's Hulk Hogan. But when it comes down to it, it's the same thing I say about Jey Uso. We're not the prime demographic in their booking of him. It is the children. WWF, even with overpricing fans, is still sticking to that family style product. That is what WWE has done forever. Outside of the Attitude Era, was the only time they ever really marketed to the teenager crowd because they grew up with their fans from that era, from that middle era with Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and as that got edgier, the fans went along with it. And also WCW marketing to a college crowd kind of helped push that as well.
Yeah. The only reason we're even close to being in WWE's demographics at all is because our people in our demographics have kids that they want to target. Where's the lie?
No, and that's just the idea. Like, I get it. You can sit there and watch stuff. But then, to me, it's like those same fans that are tired of Cody Rhodes were probably also the same fans whining when R-Truth got fired. And when was the last time R-Truth's gimmick remotely changed outside of the whole thing with Cena?
I didn't care about R-Truth getting fired.
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying the example of when it comes down to it. These are also the same fans that were crying about this. You know, to where, let's put into perspective, the hate on John Cena became part of the gimmick. Because it wasn't the fact that fans didn't like Cena. We just got tired of seeing him in the main event. So the whole "let's go Cena sucks" thing became part of the gimmick, like chanting "you suck" to Kurt Angle to his theme song.
Yeah.
It's a tiresome thing to where the minority might be loud, but they're only thinking of themselves and not the idea that it's a company trying to make money. And guess who's making the money right now? The likes of a Cody Rhodes, who's doing everything right as a company man to be on top. You know, somebody like Jey Uso coming out through the crowd, doing the whole yeet thing with all those kids, because those kids are going to remember that, and you're creating a possible generational fan to where he'll go back and watch with his kids. Like, hey, you want to know the coolest moment I had as a kid being a wrestling fan? I was on TV doing Jey Uso's yeet thing with him. You go to indie events and you see the wrestlers interact with the kids at ringside, or to where, all right, here we go, because you know, we have to occasionally play it. Here we go.
There you go.
Like that, just as an example
Blakey,
of things.
perfect example, Blakey.
Like that's the type of stuff that happens in indie wrestling where they'll go around holding a guy and let fans chop him or something. And it's just like, you're making fans to want to come back to these shows. That is
Blakey,
the whole.
The fan for life.
Yeah. There's a girl who comes with her father to every SPO and PWU show, and they are diehard backseat fans. They have been going to those shows since the Mitchell Firehouse shows.
There's a gentleman and his two young children who are at every SPO show and just happen to be landed on just because of where they're sitting. They get landed on a lot, so they move their seats. And like, the little girl, there's a boy and a girl, and the girl's actually been used as a weapon during an
Yes,
event. And like, you know what I mean? Like, those kids are never going to forget
dude. And we've
Oh
been
yeah.
to events where people have dived on us with us sitting front row, and we're just like,
Yes.
"This is awesome," and
Yeah.
we're
that. I mean,
adults.
2 weeks
Imagine,
ago, Pedro Pablo came out for his intro, came out for his intro, saw us, and jumped right on us. And like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Once you, that's it's kind of different because we're at the same place, so you typically will see a lot of the same fans where a promotion doesn't
right,
travel
right.
all the time. But when you're traveling and you're doing the same thing like that, you're creating fan interaction. And if it's one thing, no matter the age of the fan, and you know what they want to do, they want to be a mark and be part of the show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. The more hooting
And
and hollering they get to do, the more fun it is.
I'm not going to put out the name of the Facebook page of a group I follow, but there's a person that runs this page, and every week something with Cody. He complains about Cody crying about something or whatever, comparing him to Hulk Hogan. And I'm like, what are you doing right now? You are on the internet crying because somebody else is at the top. And I get this is Cody Rhodes' fourth WrestleMania main event in a row. Well, guess what? When people stop buying his merchandise and start booing him, we'll get the change. You can't force the
Yep.
change. Could WWE actually keep the title off of him? That's a different story. But you go back and look at most generations across wrestling companies, especially the big ones, there's a guy who's always in that picture. Right now in WWE, it's Cody Rhodes.
And I will tell you, one guy who is not Hulk Hogan is Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Yeah, he's invited to the barbecue.
Yes.
Like, it's just stuff like that to where it's like the minority, you can be loud, but your opinion's not making a difference. Us fans that, whether it's indie or WWE, that are actually going to shows and stuff like that, even with AEW, everybody constantly wants to be like, oh, AEW's bad. No, they're not bad. You're just ripping them because they're not the WWE, but then you'll turn around and rip WWE for not having enough wrestling matches, and AEW gives us too many wrestling matches. Or too long of matches, I will say, in comparison, the matches are too long. But if you were to ask me right now, my favorite entrance to see who I think is the most over person in all of professional wrestling, it's not Cody Rhodes.
Who do you think?
Will Ospreay. Nobody gets a crowd more hyped than Will Ospreay, and that includes a Jey Uso or a Cody Rhodes or a CM Punk. Not saying that they're not over, they don't get a crowd hype, but when Ospreay comes out, just his theme music, and then him hitting the ring and pointing to each side of the fans, you feel that energy. Like, I was listening to this wrestling themes randomly yesterday. His theme came on, and I felt that energy, and I'm not even seeing the man. I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about. It's when The Rock shows his goosebumps coming out to the ring. That's real. That he still feels that energy and gets that after all these years.
Yeah, I think the Goosebumps are paid actors at this point.
What challenge, Eddie? Hey, what, do you show up to a show every, 5 months?
Oh!
I'm there every week, pal.
Yeah, he's
More
in the
than
Silver
every
Skywalker title picture, okay?
And
Yeah,
I had
right?
people voting for me to be commissioner. What are you doing?
True story.
Challenging me.
I bet you came in ahead of Don Montoya, didn't you?
I would
Well,
love
I
to
don't know.
see.
I'll tell you what, Sal was working the voting booth, and you know, it's not very American, but he was very intimidating, and he was like, "You're voting for Angel, right? I mean, you can vote for whoever you want, but you're voting for Angel, right?"
By the
I knew I
way,
wasn't going to be there, so I voted early by internet. So, but yes, I did vote for
Right.
Angel without the intimidation.
Yeah, he was.
get the hell off my show. How dare you not vote for me? You guys are supposed to have my back.
I voted for Danger Ginger.
See? He voted for me.
I mean, I didn't see the write-in slot. Saw Don. I saw Angel. I voted Angel.
You
That's
just
why
write
you need
my
to
name
be
on
there. That's why you need to be there.
Hey, and I'm just going to say, as I was told by BJ, Big Sal looked at his vote and approved of my name being on there. Just saying.
Yeah. It was more of a like, well, at least it's not Dirty Don.
Yeah.
Hey,
Joe
that's
Hale.
still approved.
Joe Hale, you're speaking my language.
You're speaking all our language, in all honesty. There
Especially
will always
recently.
be something I can find to like about every wrestling company I watch. Don't get it wrong.
Of course.
But, when it comes down to it, I love the atmosphere of independent wrestling. Wherever you are, go support your local independent wrestling. Because those are the guys you could be getting to know one day, especially if you're like us and do a podcast or something like that, or a YouTube show, and you get to know these guys. Then you can have them on before they're big, that you were a part of that. As we got...
Don't disclose the formula.
Hey. Support indie wrestling.
Don't tell them how to do what we do.
Nobody can do what the three of us do.
No.
And then we had Pete in the mix too.
Wait a minute, we do stuff?
We're doing stuff.
We've been doing something for like an hour and a half.
We have?
Been drinking beer, I know. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for this AEW thing to start. All it says is this event is starting soon on HBO Max.
Huh. Is the pre-show on YouTube?
Maybe they're going to show that last 20 minutes of Collision.
30 minutes of Collision.
I didn't know how long it went.
Let's see. Oh, nope, that's
Yeah,
the wrong thing. That's
they
the
might be
media
doing the
spread.
pre-show on YouTube.
Well,
or does the pre-show nothing?
Oh, now it says it couldn't play content. Oh no, it's full blown going. HBO's just screwing the pooch.
Oh, fair.
So that's nice to know that I've already missed probably a half hour of crap.
Gentlemen, isn't it great to be in the age of streaming wrestling events on the internet?
But it looks like
streaming anything's a pain in the ass anymore.
Watching wrestling is difficult anymore. I got to hit like 7 buttons instead of just picking up the remote.
Yeah. Hey, damn TV providers are getting on my lawn.
They're getting ready to do the Battle Royal. It looks like. Willow and Lana Cross just finished a match, and I'm trying to go back and see the finish. But yeah, I think Megan Bain does have a match tonight. I'm not 100% sure. It's an AEW card. So there could be a million matches with 2 million false finishes.
Somehow this is number 8.
Yes,
Yo, you're bringing the Stone Cold soundbite to life.
Oh, you need the one more for Stone Cold after that.
I got 5 empties in front of me. I had 2 at the brewery and 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's 8. That's 8.
Go ahead, play the clip again. Play the sound.
Soundbite.
Yeah, play the soundbite again.
1 hour later.
Whoops.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh no. 5 beers. Oh no. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
I'm glad these are
it looks like this 21-man battle royal for the national championship. Everybody's starting in the ring.
Oh, it's not a casino?
Yeah. It's just everybody in.
It's just a battle royal.
Yeah. All in. Nope, wrong pay-per-view.
There was something casino.
I don't know.
Oh, Scorpio Sky's in it.
I swear I saw something casino.
Oh, the Costco guys had a match.
Oh, did they in the pre-show?
Yeah.
Big boom.
Oh, darn! I missed that one.
Since I saw Ryan Milky bring it up real quick, I'm pretty much assuming I'm the only one that watched AAA last night. But I still have to go back and watch the beginning, but I do know what happened.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Joe Hale will be at Mawa in 2 weeks.
I will not be at Mawa in 2 weeks, as I will be at another show in Philly for the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
Is that still happening?
Yeah, same day.
I haven't seen anything about it on social
What
media
are
for
they-
like 3 weeks.
What? Yo, what is that he talking about? The last thing he says is, "Why don't you accept my challenge, buddy?" And then I ask him about it, and I get, "Why are you guys dodging my remote? Why are you throwing your remote at us? Because we're on a screen on your end. We're not
He's
there."
obviously
I
throwing
don't want
his
anything
remote.
remote controlled anywhere near me, Eddie. Please.
He's obviously throwing his remote at his television, and it doesn't hit us.
Oh, so we're no selling. Good job, guys. Continue no selling.
Go ahead, hit me with a remote all the times you want, Eddie.
Another thing that looks like it's getting set up is Tiffany Stratton and Julia for the Women's United States Championship.
It's okay.
It's a step down for Tiff.
Yeah, but you know, her winning, I think they should put the belt on her, though. If you ask
I
me.
mean, if you're going to leave the Intercontinental belt on Becky Lynch, then why not put the U.S. belt on Tiffany?
Julia needs it more than Tiffy does.
But Julia's at the moment feels kind of stale. It seems like they're giving the shine to Kiana James more than the
Julia
champion.
needs a refresh. Yeah, Julia needs a refresher. Like something needs to happen there. So if you take the belt off her, give her something to chase, maybe that's it.
Yeah. I think that could work out really well. Let's see. I enjoyed the Miz and Danhausen segment this week. I enjoyed all the Danhausen segments this week. I love how they keep showing during the commercial break him going out and doing the whole T-shirt thing, and then he's running up the ramp when the lights go out, and they just throw the lights back on. Like, I love that. It's almost akin to me for like an Orange Cassidy, like
a fourth
seen,
wall breaking kind of.
Yeah. Because they're guys who I've seen in the ring and can't actually go and wrestle in the ring, but they're just that much more over doing these comedy gimmicks, like at our truth. I don't put Orange Cassidy in with the full-blown comedy gimmicks.
I was going to say, no, I would have before his AEW run recently. I would have put him right there, but they made something of him. He was always amazing, but AEW has really made something of him while maintaining who he is.
Agreed.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Currently on the pre-show for AEW, Luchasaurus, with his arm in a sling, pulls up in the Jungle Express, which is just an old school bus painted. And that's how Jungle Jack Perry arrives. Absolutely great. I love that too. It seems like
kind
they
of
could
a
be
watch along now.
Yeah.
We've kind of crossed over into watch along territory.
So 0 hours free.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought was interesting with this whole Johnny Gargano thing happening with the Motor City Machine Guns as well. It looks like they could be teasing a split of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah. I don't want that to happen. It looks like they're teasing something.
Although if 2007 or 2007 to 2011, 13, I would say TNA taught us anything is like Motor Machine Guns can go on their own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how much I would love to see them stay as a team. I'm more than happy to see them on separate shows and tearing it up in the mid card.
Well, even as recently as a couple years ago on TNA, you had Shelley.
Both of them.
They were separated for a while. But they were apart for a while. They had championships on their own, and then they brought them back together as the tag team full
I was
time
thinking
again.
more of the Aces and Eights era when Saban ultimately lost the championship to Bully Ray when he revealed himself.
Okay.
Was that Saban? I thought that was Sting that lost the belt.
No, Sting wasn't the champion at that point. That was Saban was the champion going into that when Bully Ray won and revealed himself as the leader.
Because that
Okay.
was the cage match because he was married to
Yeah,
Brooke.
yeah.
No.
Yes.
I pictured the match in my head. You know, it was Jeff Hardy in that match. I just Googled it.
Then maybe Saban won the belt
TNA
after
Lockdown
that.
2013.
I know
Yeah,
Saban
he
was the
wins the
champ.
belt after that.
Okay, it was after that he won the belt.
Yeah. Because that's when Bully reveals himself to be the leader of Aces and Eights.
But
And
he was in
when
that match, right?
No, it was a cage match.
I
At
know,
TNA
but
Lockdown. It was a lockdown match. No, it was one on
oh,
one.
okay. So it was later that happened. I'm sorry, I'm getting my 15 years ago TNA mixed up.
Understandable.
Well, no, for
No,
me,
Chris
I
Sabin
wasn't.
defeats Bully Ray for the title, but only has a 28-day reign as champion.
But he beat. I knew Bully Ray was involved with him winning that belt. Yeah,
And then Bully Ray wins it back immediately, I think, in that 28 days.
yeah,
Bully gets
yeah.
it back. Because
Oh, that
they
was
won
Aces and Eights, baby. They were unstoppable.
probably my favorite TNA stable of all time, in all
Done
honesty.
completely wrong, but that could have been so much better. Like,
Oh, it could have been. It
it
got off
started
to a
off
great
great.
start.
It started
Yeah.
off great. Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff. And I'm just gonna end my sentence.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're
They
up
had
to
Anderson. They had Anderson.
they had both Dudleys, Anderson. I feel like I'm missing a couple people still.
Nux.
Yeah, Mike Knox.
Luke Gallows as the
That's
director
right.
of Chaos. D'Lo Brown. Anderson. Oh, Evilise wrestled with them for like a one night stand.
AJ Styles kind of teased joining them.
He never officially joined.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was the tease and then the turn after that.
You got me all fired.
Is
I'm
it?
now talking about Aces
All
and
right, so
Eights.
it was Garrett as the full list. Garrett Bischoff, Nux, Taz, because he was there on
Taz,
commentary.
is it a little hot in here, or is it just me?
Wes Briscoe, Tito Ortiz, Doc,
Tito Ortiz.
and then as you said as well, Evilise, yeah.
One match. One night
And
only. One
pretty
night
much an
stand. It was
honorary
called.
member. But yeah, let's talk about the match of the week.
Woo, woo. We've hit that time.
No, I guess.
You don't want to
while
talk
you
about your
guys-
match of the week?
About why you guys are figuring that out, I think MJF retains.
I know. Yeah.
I think
Before
MJF
I get
retains.
into match of the week, honorable mention to the segment on Dynamite between
Yes.
Brody effing Lee and Swerve effing Strickland. Oh my God.
The break when he broke that chain.
You mean Brody
man.
King?
Yeah, Brody King.
I said Lee, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a common mistake. I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
Well, our viewership went to negative.
It's Sunday, and you know what that
now.
means.
BJ drinks beer.
My match of the week: Obafemi and Rusev. Actually, I have a tie. I'm gonna be honest. I have a tie. That and then hold on. Let me make sure I get the name right. Oh yeah, Ren Sinclair and Thea Hale. I thought
Yep.
they had a really good match in that 3-minute time limit. It's really a tie for me. I wasn't expecting that submission finish. So for the first time ever, I have an actual dead tie.
All right.
Like
Yeah, BJ, you got your honorable mention now, but what's your match of the week?
Get back to me on that.
All right.
oh boy.
Well, then my match of the week is coming from AEW Dynamite, and it was that title match between Kyle Fletcher and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, that was a
Holy
really good match
crap.
too. We
That
were talking
match was
about that.
amazing.
We were talking about that at the school before the show started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely brain that match. That match is up there. Was up there for me too.
Yeah. Yeah, that match, that was definitely my match of the week. I'm watching it. I'm just like, I can call it now. This is it. This is my match of the week here.
Yeah,
I
and
might
they
have been a
almost
little
went
biased
the
from
time
that
limit.
point on, but yeah, that was nothing else topped that for the rest of the week for me.
You know what? While I agree with you right there, and this week for me, there were a lot of segments that spoke to me more than matches. Like I
Yeah.
said before, the Swerve
On Raw, I
Strickland.
think they had more segments than matches.
They usually
And a
do.
lot of those segments were amazing and spoke to me. The Judgment Day segment was great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. As far as event of the week, yeah. Which incorporates match of the week because none of the matches are really standing out for me. I'm gonna go, yeah, with that Brody Lee and Swerve segment.
All right. There you go.
And I agree with you about the Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, that
No.
match was
There was
great.
a lot of good wrestling across the board this week when it comes to the main.
Hold on. Memory's coming back to me. Dynamite open with Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus
David Finlay and Dave Kidd.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that.
right.
That was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Then having the what are they? The War Dogs, the dogs.
The
They're
dogs.
just a
Whatever.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just dogs.
You can't pet them, but they are just dogs.
I don't want to.
I'm interested to see where that faction goes. I know I brought him up earlier when I was talking about like energy and theme songs with entrances and stuff. I can't wait for Will Ospreay to return. I think he's going to be due to return if he's able to. They showed a video package for him a couple of weeks ago, so they're in the process of reminding fans of Will Ospreay, which means hopefully that he's somewhere near returning.
Yeah. Yep. Usually that's what that means. He's within a month or so.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Hold on, chat. Okay, I'm just catching up
Chat?
with chat. I have
What's the
it
chat?
over
What's
now.
happening in the chat?
So apparently Eddie is saying, for some reason, that he's going to text Bully Ray for official word about something or other.
I think that was
you
with
go.
the Aces and Eights and who won championships.
We don't need a historian for that. We can figure that out for ourselves. But if you have
Although,
Bully
if we
Ray's
could
number,
get Bully Ray on
hit
the
us
line
up.
here, that'd be awesome. It'd be kind of cool if we could get Bully Ray on here. That'd be cool.
I was about to say, how about you be our agent and get us Bully Ray the interview?
That is literally your job in this. That's like, why you're here. Like, come on, man. Make the moves. Watch.
Damn, man.
We're
We're going to have to cut back on those hot dogs and handshakes we pay them.
Watch tonight before you go to bed. Watch a couple episodes of Entourage, and then think a lot tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And then get back to us. Tomorrow and talk to us tomorrow. Squatch, yeah, Swerve, Swivere, Swerve, whatever it is. Yeah, no, man, he's unstoppable. He is probably my favorite wrestler in AEW right now. And AEW's got a lot of wrestlers that I've loved for a long time. But Swerve is my dude.
Speaking of AEW, I got my shiny cover of DCX AEW here. Yeah,
we'll turn the background off so we can see that.
Alrighty then. Hey, let me.
You made your bed, right?
Yeah. Sure, close enough.
Okay.
All right.
No, background.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to the. There it is. Haha. There we go. Shiny.
Yeah. Who is that?
That is Swerve Strickland right there.
I'm talking artist, man.
DCXAEW. Oh, the artist? I
Some mark.
I don't know off the top of my head who the artist is. But yeah. But they got both issues out now for DCXAEW. So yeah, you can go and read the whole story there.
Well, it's not Jim Lee, so I'm automatically less interested. But
although you may not be happy with Jim Lee's current run on Hush 2 that everyone's complaining about.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I will. But it's been a long time since I bought physical books.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, catch us Tuesday, 6 p.m. as we will be doing our prediction stream for PWU Backcountry. We will be talking about this past week's events in SPO and Sideshow Pro Wrestling. And
Just
BJ
like
has
Tara.
something to say.
Just like Terry, you're not going to want to miss this show.
We have a couple guests lined up for a couple short segments to talk about some of their upcoming matches for Saturday, which we will be previewing and doing our prediction stream, which the loser of this prediction stream for PWU Backcountry has to take the top rope clothesline from one Pat Dynamite.
Yeah, that's going to be safe.
We're all doomed.
Pete was prepared to lose with his choice last week. I don't think I'm going to lose, but I'm ready to this week.
I'm going to be honest. I'm almost thinking about this, tanking it and saving you guys and just taking one for the team there.
Man, I ain't going to lie. I just want to win, so I'm just going to make my real picks.
I don't know. We'll see.
DJ Khaled over here.
All I do is make picks.
All I do is pick no matter what.
But yeah, we have guests lined up. We'll have a lot of wrestling stuff to talk about. We'll probably definitely overrun on Tuesday with how much we have to talk about.
3-hour show. Giant sized
episode.
Giant sized episode.
Yes.
Are we going to get stuck on an island of irrelevancy after a 3-hour show?
Just no.
But everybody, thank you for joining us. Again, I know we had a late start today, so we still appreciate everybody tuning in and being a part of everything, as always. Everybody, be good to each other, and we will see you Tuesday. We're going to ring this bell and get the hell out of here.
Ring it.
There it is.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder, Matthew Oman. We are All Fight, No Fight, Primal Fear. And you're watching BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. Yeah!